Brett Allen. Brett Allen here, chatting with Jabari Banks and Callina Liang about this fantastic project, Bad Genius. Nice to meet both of you. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you for yours.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, well, this is a high octane thriller. It has all the things that you could want in a story. Again, I'm excited to talk about this. Kalina, we'll start with you. When it comes to projects, choosing projects, this one in particular, and the same for you, Jabari. So you have a minute to study for the test. Nope, no pun intended here. But when you pick a project, like this in particular, what is important to you when it comes to telling the story?
I think telling a story like this, for me, is to be as authentic as possible, be as real as possible, and as grounded as possible. And I feel like the director, the writing, and the actors that I worked with, it checked all of those boxes. I remember when I was reading the script for the first time, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. I was going to film the self-tape the next day. I was like, okay, like I'll read a little bit, go to bed. I literally could not stop reading because it had me hooked. It had me hooked so good. And I was just very honored and grateful to be able to bring a character such as Lynn to life. I had a blast filming it, and yeah, and I think it's a story that's very important and will touch on a lot of different issues, and I think a lot of different people can relate to. So, definitely it was a good time, and yeah, very grateful to have done it.
Jabari, this is a big year for you. So talk about this one in particular. Same question, when you get a script like this, what is your process? I mean, talk about that because it's a big deal. This is a great project too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. First of all, I really wanted to honor the lives and the experiences of the people who live in America who are just like Bank. I know a lot of I grew up with a lot of first generation American citizens, and so like I wanted to like honor them with this story. And like portray this in the best way, in the most grounded way and authentic way as possible. And so I did a lot of research, just like having conversations with them, just about their family life, expectations, pressure, and just being a teenager in general, and not knowing yourself and finding yourself. And I think this movie represents all of that. And it was really dope to be able to kind of go back into my like minefield and be like, how was I in high school, and who was I, and how can I relate to the experiences that Bank is going through now? And I can't believe how incredibly brave like these kids are to like, you know, fly from across the country, to Philadelphia to go cheat on the SAT. Like, that's just like such bold moves. And so like in my mind, I'm like, God, I wish I could be as brave as these kids when I was younger. And like, I don't know, like why can't Bank be a like CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and like Lynn, some sort of like I don't know, like government inform or whatever. I don't know. The president of the United States, like I feel like these kids can do anything, and so like in a way, it's inspirational. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I would say so. Well, oftentimes, when there is a story being told, you have the audition, as you mentioned, the script, and then that's one journey, and then filming and then promoting it are often separate journeys. I'm interested to know, again, for both of you, Kalina, we'll start there. Like for you, is it one continuous journey or is it all separate? Obviously, you get the script and then you audition, but you mentioned that you were enthralled with this from the very beginning.
I think it was pretty continuous for me because the casting process moved pretty fast. I don't know if it was the same for you, Jabari, but I got the script, I auditioned, did a callback. So I feel like because it was kind of like weeks back to back to back, I was learning more and more and more about Lynn. I remember for the callbacks, I pulled out the keyboard, I was playing piano again, and then I got the job, and I was, the prep I've already basically started with practicing piano. I just kind of went 10 times into it more, and then filming, it was yeah, a magical time. Met so many amazing people. We had a blast. If anything, yeah, I would say the promoting process would be a little bit like cut off and then we're doing it now because, we filmed this thing over a year ago. I haven't seen these people. Well, I've seen Benedict and Taylor, but like, yeah, everyone together. I haven't
Yeah.
seen them. And then it's like now we're coming together again. So yeah, but it's always fun though. It just gives you a reason to like remember all the good things and like get excited about it again. So I love it.
Jabari.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. I remember my team had sent me the call for Bad Genius, and they're like, read the script and let us know what you think. And I think I was filming Bel-Air season 2 at the time. We were like the beginning process of filming that, and I kind of have a hard time compartmentalizing. So like, I read like the beginning of the script, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And I was like, and I didn't come back to it. I didn't come back to it for a long time. And they're like, hey, where's your audition? I was like, oh, just push it back. Like, I'll do it. And they're like, yo, and I waited to the last day to do this audition. I was like, let me read the script. Like, what are they talking about? And I read it and I was like, oh, this film is great. Like, I was like, okay, I get it now. Like, it was like, okay, cool. So then through that, I dived in and, ended up getting a role, God's graces and got to work with a lot of amazing people, got to work in a city that I've never been in. And, through all that, it's like I'm eternally grateful for this process. And I'm very excited for people to watch this film. I think it's a beautiful thing that we all created.
Yes. Well, one last question as we wrap. Jabari, we'll just go back to you and then Callina, we'll wrap it up with you. What is one thing you're most excited about for fans to be able to see and to grasp onto when they get a chance to watch this?
Yeah, I mean it's a thriller through and through, and I just want people to be on the edge of their seats, in those last moments. And then, once that all boils over, like what are the consequences of that? And I think like that's a reflection of like our real life, and it's like yeah, I want people to like reflect and question like how do my actions in the highest moments of my life in the most like high pressures of my life, like how is when I respond to those moments, how does that affect other people? Because I think we get so like caught up in our own lives that we forget that like other people exist as well. And so yeah, I think that's a great point.
Kalina.
Yeah, I'm just excited for a wider audience to be able to watch this film. I know that this film is already like a smash hit success in Thailand, and I'm just happy that, Hollywood took this on and now more people are going to be able to see and experience the story with like kind of a twist. And I think for people, especially kids who are in school at that age, I just want them to feel the fighting energy, to not give up, to kind of feel, the sky's the limit, right? And that being said, I also want them to feel okay to make mistakes. Not to say that they should go out and cheat the SATs,
Right.
but
Of course.
we're
PSAT. Yeah, yeah,
cheat the SATs.
Oh boy.
Don't do that. But yeah, no, like we're all young kids, we're all figuring it out. It's okay to mess up, especially in Bad Genius, like Lynn and Bank messed up on a bigger scale, and hey, they're still okay. So yeah, to give them that hope, I think would be the one thing for me.
Yeah, and I think, as a parent, you want your kids to successfully fail, right? And learn those hard lessons because I think that gives them more mettle and a better human being when they have to go out and face the world. Well, congratulations to both of you. Of course, Jabari, I'd be remiss if I didn't say congratulations on season 2 of Bel-Air. Fantastic. And of course, Kalina, all the wonderful, amazing projects that you have worked on and have coming out and have done in the past. You both are so talented. This has been a blast. I'm excited. Congratulations and enjoy this moment because this film is a very fun, high octane race. Lots of genre bending twists and turns. And so thank you both for your time and have a wonderful day. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit today.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you so much. Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you.
Absolutely.